Chi-Town, how are you, man? You're driving to St. Louis, is that right? From your home in an undisclosed location that I happen to know? Oh, you won't be typing much. That's right. It's on me. Shoot. All right. This is the time where I'm supposed to count the confetti dots on the celebration cards. Chi-Town, you know what I am wondering? I might proactively do it. I think I told people 10:30 and I'm about 5 minutes early. I could open your celebration packs just for you with all the pronunciation. What are you doing in St. Louis? Or if you don't want to say or can't type, I'm only like 50% joking about that. But I'm wondering, I don't know if the Cardinals are home, if you're going to see the Cardinals play. Difference. Got cards for you too, sir. Let's do some of those now, if that sounds good. I know I have Chi-Town and I know I have Difference. Jennifer, hello. Difference, what do you think? Chi-Town, I'm going to go with yours. You were here, and then I'll switch over to Mr. I guess your name is on screen, so I guess I could say it. Sometimes I want to use your names, and then I never know if that's okay. All right. These are for Chi-Town. PCA Fan Club. Celebration. 8-bit ballers in the back. Hunter Brown. Alejandro Kirk. I can go ahead and dispose of those. Go for you. Joking. So I heard something. Maybe one of you can tell me if it's true. The pink confetti estimated print run. There is a Roman Anthony on the 90. Is limited to. There's a Bryce Harper. Titans of the Game. Dinger. Rockies mascot base card. 8-bit ballers Chase Burns. That the pink confettis are limited to 100. I don't know if that's true. It doesn't seem like it would be just based on pink is usually not something other than a Mother's Day. Pink parallels are generally not that rare. But if anybody knows. Ooh, dugout peaks and hidden mascots are not flipped over. Yes, I opened one with a buddy yesterday. He got a dugout peak, and it almost snuck on by him, which I would have totally understood. Jorge Soler on your base. Ober, Rodon, Kyle Teal rookie base. Hopping to it is the High Fly Acuna. Christian Campbell, Future Stars. Schwarber, Alonso, Soto, RBI leaders in the NL. Lawrence Butler. Julio Rodriguez. Taylor Trammell, one-time earner. Here is a flipped around card. We're going to go like this. So you have a Stars of MLB, Jose Ramirez. Corey Seager, confetti base. $1,742 with a pull plus or minus rate of 75%. Corey Seager, confetti. There was our Taylor Trammell. Perennial All-Stars, Clayton Kershaw, and thanks to Shinjiro, I hear that. And you have a Baxter, Arizona Diamondbacks mascot. Is that Mrs. Baxter in the back? Who is in the back? There's 2 Baxters? I don't know. Yes, 2 of them. All right, that is a PCA card. Thanks for jumping in. There are more celebration packs if anybody's into it. And next up is Difference. And for Difference, this is different, but I'm actually excited. You grabbed the last Archives Blaster and the last 2 2021 Panini Donruss. Thank you for that. Good luck. I have fond memories of St. Louis. Luis Garcia, Benintendi, Nathaniel Lowe, Kumar Rocker rookie, Juan Soto All-Star, Yams, Big Dumper, Oral Hershiser. I do like the mascot cards. All right, switching gears. Lots of color in here. Francisco Lindor on the base. Yordan Alvarez. Bartolo Colon. Trending Ozzy Albies. Shiny, not numbered. That's a pretty card, though. Let me know if you want a closer look at anything. Speaking of peak, David Fletcher. I got you, Mrs. the Florist. Trending Fireworks, Lou Bob. I took a jump on him in my fantasy league because I think Lou Bob with the Mets is going to be closer to nickname Bigfoot. Trevor Bauer. Closer to what we thought he was going to be when he was coming up. I will shout it out. Freeman, Flaherty, Lynn, Gary Carter. Pink, but it was flipped around. David Peterson, rated rookie. My favorite logo across all brands, all cards, all years is the rated rookie. Fireworks, Urias. I do wish. Jazz Chisholm, Clayton Kershaw. Selfishly, I wish Topps could get the rights to the rated rookie logo. Thank you, Difference and Chi-Town. I've got cards for 10th floor and A-Law, but I haven't seen them in here, so we will go on to, unless they are in here. We can do that after. Easter. Easter, Easter, Easter. All right, so for space purposes, I'm going to set our Celebration Megas right there. I'm going to open this up all at once, including the cards, put them in their stacks, because it's really loud. And I don't think you guys want to hear that. And if I can consolidate it all into one, I think that might be better. Yes, Forrest. Welcome back. And more importantly, I'm really happy that you are employed again. I know you were going through a rough patch. How does this work again? Where's the flap? There it is. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Eggs, eggs, and more eggs. How is the new gig? This box are the Easter eggs. So it's the spring and Easter themed parallels that they've been doing in flagship for the last few years. They were in blasters the first year, maybe the first 2 years. And then last year they started the eggs, but the parallels are same concept, but very similar. This is K97. Maybe that was your question, actually. K97. And to that end, I certainly can get you, if anybody wants one, I've got a few lying around from other breaks and a couple personals. I was thinking about using a couple for Easter, but I mean, he's seen them, so it's not a huge surprise, but they are cool. So yes, absolutely. If anybody wants one, let me know. I have, well, definitely 3. I may have more. I just don't remember how many. Just give me a shout for sure. There's actually a couple of these being used as outside decor at my work, which is kind of cool. They're already there though, so they're pretty. I mean, for a low end retail, the tin or whatever is actually pretty strong. Oh my gosh, I have never thought about serving food in them. You might be onto something. All right. All right, egg number 3, I think this was. Oop. Didn't need to do that. Cole Young, rookie on the 90. I keep saying 90, it's 91. So our base will be up front. Our hits will be in the back. Jonah Tong. Business in the front, party in the back. Priester. Jacob Marcy, rookie cup. Colson Montgomery, rookie. Roman Anthony, rookie. Mets team card. Bradley Rodriguez. Bobby Witt. Base card, PCA. You do have your Royals. Yeah, that was a Bobby Witt base card. Hunter Brown. Kirk. And here's the Easter parallels behind Mr. Maxwell. Otto Kemp. I'm going to call it bubbles. There's several different color varieties of this, pink and purple. Jeremiah Jackson. A+ name. Riley Green. And Stars Bryce Harper. Egg number 2. So I believe Joe Ryan. Last time I looked, the Brewers scored the most runs in their opening game. I did not check all scores from yesterday. There was, 4 teams that played their first yesterday? I did not check those scores. But if it's the Brewers or whoever, I think they scored 14. If anyone outscored them, whatever team that is, free break in K98. K98 has not been announced yet. I shouldn't say probably, it might be Bowman, depending on the timing, because I am taking a sabbatical, I guess. Cole Young, rookie, for the next several weeks into like mid but really late April. Just got a lot going on, including a vacation, so it's all good stuff. But so the next K98 will not be out for a while, and by the time it is ready, it might be Bowman time. In any case, whatever product it is, K98, Brewers, or whoever scored the most runs, free break spot will be wheeled to a PCer in the Discord. Auto Campus base on that one. Estrada, and here comes some Easters in front of our bubbles. Rainbow, Ramon Urias. Oh, they put him up against you, didn't they? Base on Gavin Williams. Shota. Leaf, Brady House, rookie. Royce Lewis. Stars, Rafi Devers, that is base. And Jackson Churriel in the 91. All right. I'm expecting more. Eggs are not a high end by any stretch, but we can do better. Kumar Rocker, Bronx Buddies, Grant Holmes. That explains why they were oriented to the left. How's everybody feeling about their team? I'm just excited to have baseball back. Dominic Canzone. Opening day was amazing. Mariners lost, but Princeton's team won, and more importantly, we just had a good game. People had fun. Dylan Cruz. Junior Caminero. Matt Shaw. Ben Williamson. Best name in baseball. Top 5. Warming Bernabel. Mizorowski. Been wondering about that. There is a Cub flipped around. Mr. PCA Fan Club. It is a rainbow foil. Matt Boyd. Pretty sure that's exactly what you wanted when I told you there was a Cub flipped around. Rainbow foil, Matt Boyd. Matthew Boyd, can I call him Matt? Is that allowed? O'Neill Cruz. Carlos Cortez on the Easter. Oh, we do have a flipped around Easter parallel. I think it's going to be Luis Morales, base Easter parallel to the Athletics. Very nice. Bryce Harper Chicks. These aren't numbered, but they are a low print run. Someone may know the exact numbers, but these are a tough hit. So it's orange. It has literal little pictures, outlines, drawings, sketches of baby chicks. And it is Bryce Harper, who's got the Phillies. 10th floor chill. It actually is, man. And it's going to a Phillies guy. I love it. As they usually do, I suppose. Bryce Harper. There's a joke in there about chicks digging the long ball, but cute little baby chickens. That's cool. I pulled one of these in a personal, but it was not a player of Bryce Harper's caliber. In fact, I don't remember who it was. Yordan Alvarez Stars, Luis Morales base, and Bo Jackson 91. All right, so we did get a hit out of those. One moment, and we'll slide over to the celebrations. And Jennifer, I know you're a writer, but you said something about finishing a book, and I don't know if you were reading a book or writing a book. I'm kind of thinking you're writing a book. If you want to tell us more, I'd be interested. No obligation. I was stoked to, never seen that, noticed that before. Okay. We're going to do an experiment here. No? Nope. I guess that's for internal purposes. Oh, okay. You know what? Up until you had mentioned something about cheese fortune telling previously, I guess I thought that was long form, not a book, long form writing for online magazine or something like that. Didn't realize it was a book. That is awesome. Interesting. Julio. Oh, so Shinjiro had posted an article about, so that's Adam Frazier. Spoil the Angels. Zach Nato is going to be a parallel. Confetti. Juan Soto, Titans of the Game. NATO, Confetti Base. Tessie. Is Tessie... Okay, I thought it was Wally the Green Monster. I didn't realize they had another mascot. Javi Baez on the game day drip. When did Tessie come to be? Unveiled Tessie before the 2016 campaign. Younger sister of Wally the Green Monster. Dan's Cards probably knew that. He has the Red Sox in this one. Yes. Good point. I feel like the dugout peaks will be easier to spot. Oh, and they have the, what do you call them? The big heads? Is that what they're called? Where they're like little bodies, big heads. Nick Kurtz, Rookie Cup. Ellie Stars. 8-Bit Ballers, Kyle Schwarber. Perennial All-Stars, Jose Altuve. I think these are team color matched, yeah. So, true story. I cut myself pitching. If you get to 4 balls in a count in our Little League, the coach pitches. So there's no walks yet. That'll be next year. So I think I am developing a blister or something from throwing my curve at the kids. Not sure I've seen this collation before. This could be interesting. So that was our base stack. Byron Buxton is base as well. Just a lot of confetti, I guess. There we go. This is the one I'd have to count for you, Chi-Tone. Baseball BFFs. Who's that? PCA, and you'll know. I should know this because we saw it already. Seiya. That is confetti. Mike Trout confetti. Nope. I'm not just saying this. I'm literally thinking I might need glasses, and now I'm wondering. That's not the same confetti. Hollow foil, thank you. It's closer than I thought. I've never seen them back to back. We got all kinds of stuff happening. Opening day foil, I believe that's the name, for Andrew Abbott. This pack, man. I think these might be one per box. I'm not positive about that stat. Andrew Abbott on the opening day foil. And Aqua, Shea Langoliers. Might not be Aqua. It's not numbered. Blooper and Perennial All-Stars Machado. That was quite a pack. I do like the opening day foil. If I was going to collect any set out of this, it's probably this. We saw one of these in the personal we did the other day, yesterday. Me and a buddy. P. John from our Discord. All right. Still unnumbered, yep. Okay, that makes sense. Low numbered Aqua, but not numbered. Big ticket players, Francisco Lindor, Caglione, Titans of the Game, Game Day Drip, Tatis, Fred Bird to the Cardinals, Jake. A nice assortment of mascots we've gotten so far. Yams, Big Ben Williamson, Warming Bernabel, Flipped Around Red Sox. We got a Stars, Jacob Mizorowski, Roman Anthony, Confetti. Very nice. Confetti, Roman Anthony. For funsies, we're going to put that up. Bryce Matthews, 8-bit ballers, Nick Kurtz, and perennial all-stars, Mike Trout. Man, the Angels cards, that looks like, quick glance, it looks like Independence Day. It is not. But the red and blue make it look so. I believe your boy's on the back. Chi-Town, PCA. Do you already know what PCA is wearing in his game day drip? Xander B, Byron Buxton, Julio, Titans. Here's one for Florist, Rangers captain. And PCA wearing. I really set myself up for failure. I have no idea what to call that clothing. A jacket, a sweater, sunglasses. I think we have now hit 6 or 7 different mascots. That's nice. If PCA were to win MVP, first of all, congrats, because he would be supplanting Mr. Ohtani, but we're going to have to do something really cool for PCA Fan Club Prez Among Us. Alvarez Confetti, 8-bit ballers, Samuel Basayo, and perennial Ronald Acuna. That one also looks like Independence Day. I don't know what's cool and what's not in clothing, so if you'd told me he was wearing designer clothes from some famous person, I would have had to believe you. Behind Elio Ramos is Rainbow Bryce Harper. A couple of nice Bryce Harpers in this. Lindor. Yelich on the Stars. Slugger. Nolan Arenado on the perennial. Yeah, I guess all the red teams. Slugger mascot to the Royals, also PCA. You have yourself a Slugger. Am I supposed to drag out the R? Bryce Harper. I like that we're getting the mascots for people that are in the room. Okay, I'm going to come back to this card because I have something to say. It's just a base card. Brendan Donovan. Shohei Ohtani. Just a base. Javi Baez. Jacob Wilson. Confetti. LA Titans. Game Day Drip. Aaron Judge. All right, I have something to say about that too. And Clark. To JD Cool Dude. I did not know that was his name. Clark is the Cubs mascot. I learned that just now. Judge, arguably second best player in baseball, looks like he's wearing the team-issued Yankee gear for his game day drip. And this, for a half a second, the dugout, or not the dugout peaks, the mascot, I thought catcher's mask was going to be a hit. It was not. Oh, thank you for that. Wrigley is located on Clark and Addison Streets. Okay. Basayo. I am confused. There are several, I don't remember which ones off the top of my head, that the front of the card says mascot, not the name of the mascot, and it's for mascots that have names. 91, Mark McGuire. Stars, Roman Anthony. 8-bit ballers, Aaron Judge. Ellie De La Cruz, perennial all-star. But the checklist from Topps uses the mascot's name. I meant to look into that. I don't, there's a flipped around card here too. I'm not sure what's up with that. I thought, oh, maybe the mascot somehow has its own copyright or something, but they used it on the checklist, but not on the card. Brady House, Confetti. Muncie. Roman Anthony, Titans. Pirate Parrot. Man, we're getting the unique ones. And your boy, your other boy. So Pirate Parrot to the Pirates. In a big country. That is your mascot. Game Day Drip. Okay, this looks like in my old man brain, I'm not that old, in my middle-aged brain that what drip would be. It's got stuff inside of his jacket lining. Bobby Witt. This is only a base card, but I will say the edges and corners are rough on this card. All up in there and down in that corner. Brady House. So Bobby looks like he actually has drip. This is our segment. Let the age undisclosed, but born in the 80s guy talk about 20-something-year-old players and whether they are fashionable or not. I'm sure it's great content. All Topps team. That's the first one we've seen out of the Megas. Mookie Betts, Stars. 8-bit ballers. Pete Crow, Armstrong. Jose Ramirez, perennial all-stars. We've gotten you lots of PCA, nothing crazy, but if you're looking for his inserts, we're chipping away at them. Forrest, and you feel attacked? Is it because I mentioned my age and my birth decade? I literally don't know. I thought I was attacking myself. Mason Barnett. Hollow. Because we're old. Mason Barnett. I don't know. I may have even said my Julio Stars, my age on the stream before. I don't remember. Austin Wells, Confetti. Screech. Mascot for the Nats. Nolan Ryan. That just makes me think of Saved by the Bell. I'm just going to lean right into our age. When I think Screech, I think Saved by the Bell, not the Nats mascot. Kingdome has entered the room. Yeah, I thought so. Honestly, I think a lot of us are. I think this is a common age for us to be doing this. I bet there's a 5-year plus or minus on many of us. 91 Machado. Yes, he does. Paul Skeens, Titans of the Game. Game Day Drip. Julio. Pause for the Tigers. I can get behind Julio's because I'm a homer. How's that? Pause. Tigers mascot. Looks like he's about to call the game. This one is for Fast Edgar. That was Mega number 1. All right, and Mega number 2. As quickly as he entered, he left. Kingdome, that is. All right. Good luck. All right. Where's my... That card was just sideways, or that pack was sideways. Ooh, yes, 10th floor. 10th floor, you got a couple of, nothing crazy, but you got a couple of Bryce Harper. Michael McCreevy was our player of Flagship Festival. A couple of parallels of Bryce Harper. One of them is in front of us. I'll go back to it in just a second. Greatest hits, Jackson Churio. Mookie Betts stars, 8-bit ballers, Shohei Ohtani, and perennial all-stars, Vladdy Jr. That is the confetti, 10th floor. Not like a crazy hit by any means. There's 5 confettis per mega, I want to say. But a nice card for sure. Nope, sorry. That's the Roman Anthony. Blech. Bryce Harper, this is your card, 10th floor. Sorry. This is the Baby Chicks parallel from the Easter eggs. I don't know the print run off the top of my head, but it is one of the lower print runs if you go in order on the checklist. Orange normally to 25. I don't know that it is 25 copies. Maybe someone knows the print run or the estimated print run, but definitely a nice little hit. I've opened maybe a dozen eggs between breaks and personals, or actually it's probably 12 or 15 that I've seen opened either by myself or my son. And that is only the second chicks that I've seen opened, or revealed rather. Corbin Carroll Titans, base confetti, Matt McLean. And on the pink is Joe Adell. Pink Hollow, is that right? I believe so. 8-bit ballers, Acuna, and Freddie Freeman on the perennial. Yes, sir. I tried to make that joke earlier as well, but I didn't commit to the bit, and it may have fallen flat. Didn't commit to the bit. Get it? 8-bit ballers. I'll be here all day. Marcy Rookie Cup. First pitch, Eisenberg at Great American Ballpark. I think we got one of these out of on Flagship Festival. There you go. Another one for you. Stars, Paul Skeens, Billy the Marlin, and Bryce Harper, 8-bit ballers. I believe this was a gag in, was it Skeeta Street? Who's got the Marlins? Target Distinct. Who, by the way, welcome, a little bit belated. Target Distinct has been in a couple breaks now. Jesse Eisenberg on the first pitch. There was a joke about pulling a Fanatic mascot versus Fanatics baseball cards. I don't know why this popped in my head at this particular moment, but at our game, I have to share this with baseball fans. One of the kids on my team, he was the starting pitcher for the day. My son also pitched, which was amazing. Whole other story. Love to brag about it. But the kid who started, second inning, Carson Seymour is a confetti base. 9 pitches, 3 strikeouts. And I'm thinking to myself, that is amazing. He just threw an immaculate inning. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go tell him what an immaculate inning is. But when he got to, there we go. There's one of the ones I was talking about, mascot. But on the checklist, their name is there. Maybe they're 2 different cards, now that I'm thinking about it. I should have been pulling all the mascots aside. First thing he says when he gets back to the dugout, I just threw an immaculate inning. The kid is 8 years old, and I was so stoked. All right, PCA, Chi-Town, thank you. Drive safe, have fun. Hopefully, when you circle back to this, we have something cool for you. Kyle Tucker, before you go. Stars, Ellie. Mike Trout, 8-bit ballers. Perennial All-Stars, Paul Skeens. Mayor. Caglione, rookie base. Matt Olson. Ooh, two flipped around Dodgers. Oh, here we go. Here's another foil. So, Hollow, Tommy Edman. Shout out to correcting me on the Hollow. Tommy Edman, Hollow. Alex Freeland, rookie opening day foil. That's nice. Excellent. Pittsburgh Pirates. Paul Skeens on the big ticket players. Confetti, Yu Darvish. All kinds of stuff happening here. Byron Buxton, Stars. Oh, yeah, this was the other one. Mascot, instead of saying Stomper like it does on the checklist, and Game Day Drip. See, dude's wearing a red shirt and black pants. I thought Drip had to be something like extra special. Yeah, instead of saying Stomper, it says Mascot. I don't know why. Tommy Edman on the Hollow. Alex Freeland, rookie on the opening day foil. What is... Oh, that's what reminded me. You said Maddox. I think that's what triggered my immaculate inning. What is the Maddox? Is it 7 innings? 7 innings, 2 or fewer runs. Caglione, 8-bit ballers. Juan Soto, perennial all-star. If you throw a Maddox, what's your pitching line? I should know this, but I'm blanking. Julio. White Sox flipped around, Mrs. Florist. It is Andrew Benintendi, base confetti. That was Julio. Stars, Mizorowski. Ace, mascot for the Blue Jays. 8-bit ballers, Ken Griffey Jr. This is my favorite card in that set. And Ace to the Blue Jays. 100 pitches or less in a complete game. Yeah, that's it. That is it. This is a florist. I am genuinely excited for your team because you are no longer basement dwellers. I feel like you have the makings of a new era, and I'm very happy about it. As a fan of a team who has spent the majority of our history in mediocrity until recently, I want to see teams flourish. Collation on this is really throwing me off. Butler, Titans of the Game, Julio, Game Day Drip, Carlos Correa, and TC Bear for the Twins. Nick T. TC Bear. Well, it looks like you're trying, though, right? Gilbert. Carlos Estevez. Hold on. Why? Who did he do wrong? That looks like... Maybe the ball's in the pocket, but it looks like he did not catch the ball. I've never noticed this before. I've opened a ton of this, and for some reason it's striking me anew right now. That is an amazing card. Schlittler Confetti. Aaron Judge Stars. Bobby Witt 8-bit Ballers. Shohei Perennial All-Star. That is crazy. And I assume, I mean, there's no reason that it wouldn't be the same card as we saw in all of the other flagship we've opened, which is easily over a case. So I must have pulled 10 of those things at least. I think he angered somebody at Topps. Miguel Vargas. Is that your City Connect? Here's another thing I hadn't appreciated. That's a cool jersey. Bulls inspired, I assume. Sometimes I notice things for the first time, and I think I probably should have noticed that already. Carson Williams, Rainbow Foil rookie. Yeah, I either saw that and promptly forgot it, age jokes aside, or I hadn't noticed it. Yelich and Soto. There's the Fanatic. Ellie, see, that is what I envision when they say drip. Ellie Game Day Drip and the Philly Fanatic to 10th floor. We are checking off a lot of our mascots. I don't think we've gotten a duplicate yet. Yeah, I feel like if Ellie paid attention to cards and looked at the set, he'd be like, really? You put me next to Aaron Judge wearing his jacket that was issued by the team. Dominic Canzone, can you please put me in my own set? Caballero. Are you going for the rainbow, Burl? The Cabby rainbow? Confetti, Zach Wheeler to 10th floor. Acosta, rookie base. Titans of the Game, Ellie. 8-bit Ballers, Kyle Teal. That's another reason I'm excited for your team. Chris Sale is that man right there. Kershaw, farewell. Ortiz, 91. Red Sox. I'm sorry, Red Sox. Roman Anthony Stars. Rosie Red. Excellent collation on these. Perennial All-Star Bryce Harper. Rosy red to Drew Morg with the Reds. Last pack of this break. Then we're doing Topps Now Olympics. And we still have a few celebration packs from Packs to Stacks for 10th floor and Ayla. Michael Bush. Oriole flipped around. Confetti. Dean Kramer. Michael Bush. I haven't seen anything crazy come out yet. Roman Anthony. Game Day Drip. He's wearing a very nice suit. Vladdy Jr. And there he is. I was just about to complain that we haven't seen the moose. There's a necklace right there. It looked like it might be stitching from a baseball. Classic. And my favorite mascot, even though his antics get tired. Mariner Moose. 2 functioning legs, though. All right. These are the top-loaded stuff. I have a lot of stuff sleeved, but for some reason I put them in the stacks a different way than I normally do, so I'm going to leave those out for now. But Carson Williams, Rainbow Foil rookie. Cam Schlittler, Confetti. Opening day foils, Alex Freeland and Andrew Abbott. Freeland is a rookie, of course. Roman Anthony Confetti. Bryce Harper, Baby Chicks Orange. Chicks dig the long ball. Have I already tried to stump you with the fact that I only recently learned myself the Mariner Moose's name? I feel like we may have already had this conversation, bro. Or maybe it was in a DM. He technically has a name. I do suspect, however, that maybe they keep it in the background because they're worried about a lawsuit from a certain giant global company that has theme parks around the country that we opened cards of last week. All right. Mortimer. Answer Mortimer. Okay, so we're going to do these in order. Mortimer Moose. First up will be Olympics card 1, which is the flag opening ceremonies. And there is 1 spot available if anybody wants one. There's 2 spots available for the curling card. And 1 spot, this is the one I was surprised is still there, is the Keller Hughes combo gold medal women's and men's hockey. First up will be the flag. Did it say Mortimer on the from the den? I have pictures from there as well, but I do not recall that. All right, I've given this some thought. I've been cutting these, but I think my odds of damaging something while slim already is less if I use the razor on it. So, opening ceremonies. Going, gone on that last one. Team USA. I hate these cases. They're great for protection. They're terrible for opening. What do we got here? Come on. Base. Let the games begin. Team USA introduced. All right. Yeah, me neither. 80,000 at Milano. As Aaron Jackson and Frank Del Duca had the the honor of serving as flag bearers. All right. I dig these cards. I have one of these spots. And we will pull out No hit. All right, next up, 2 spots for this one if anybody's interested. Curling. Me and Judge Howell in particular. We were really in on these tops now, so I think this one is just me and him. Curling 2 for the judge and 1 for myself, and 2 empty spots if anybody wants one. I meant to write down print runs. Dropkin and Thies. This looks promising, guys. I think this is probably a lower print run. I meant to write it down so I could shout it out during the break. Team USA Mixed Curling earns first medal in history. We do have a parallel. Judge. /50. Gold. Very nice. Do we have 2? No, I don't think so. Let me get my this thing. Very nice. Our first parallel in the Olympics. And it's gold. Judge, by default, I have the extra spots. Let's just go 50-50 on the wheel. How's that sound? So I've got 3 out of 5, but we'll just go 50-50. 20 of 50 on the gold. Yes. I'll have to look up the print run. I think these are going to be our base. That's awesome. Way to start it out. I know it's not everybody's favorite sport, although I feel like it is more watched than any other sport. Not maybe in volume of hours, but in finally. Okay, so this is what we should see. Lucky hit. We've been on a little bit of a dry run, so we haven't seen one for a minute, but that's what we're looking for, and that's why I don't show it right away. All right, next up, this one is full, and this one is Judge twice, 10th floor 3 times on the Frankel. 10th floor, are you still with us? In the stream, that is. Frankel. Look at that. Come on. Hockey is going to be a tougher pull because I think... Oh, we do have a parallel. All right, awesome. Frankel. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. Also gold. Starting out very strong. 10th floor has a 3 and 5 shot at this. On the Frankel. 2 golds for the Olympics. So it's either 10th floor's card or Judge Howell's card. That's beautiful. 2. Let's do it. These feel like they took forever to get here. All right, well, we saw the hit, of course, but there's no better way that I've found to do tops nows from a presentation standpoint. This is taped all kinds of weird. Lucky hits right there. All right. This one is Schifrin. This is Judge Howell twice, Andrew P, SSK, and myself on the Schifrin. I'll do the wheel as soon as I can. Right after this, I do have somewhere to be. Oh, we don't want that yet. This feels We should only have a 5-pack. This feels like more than a 5-pack, so they either used a weird jewel case or I put the wrong name on it. They just used a big jewel case. Interesting. It is Schifrin. They used the larger one, though. Schifrin. Unfortunately, this print run was high for sure on the Schifrin. No such luck on that one. Five base. All right, next up, Hillary Knight. Oh, and I think we've got, the tracking was the same from top. So this should be both Knight. That is Andrew P. twice, Judge Howell twice. Oh, I'm sorry, Andrew P. 3 times, Judge Howell twice. And Keller, Andrew P. twice, Judge Howell twice, and myself once. And they should both be in here, or their tracking was goofy. So we'll see. Oh, folks. Did they put it in a pack? What's happening? Nope, they just wrapped it differently. Okay. Ah, spoiler alert. Interesting. They packaged them together. All right. There's our Hillary Knights in the same case. That's very confusing to me. The game tire. And Megan Keller. Sadly, we're getting all base here. These hockey ones were tough. And base. All right, that was Knight and Keller. So we go to Leo, I believe, is the correct pronunciation. This is a 10-pack. A lot of us were in this one. So we've got SSK 3 times, myself, Andrew P., Electric Kool-Aid twice, Skeeta Street, Judge Howell, and Ed. Good luck. There it is. Lou, I think we're going to get all base as well. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That was one of the best Olympics moments by far. I was like, I always worry that people think I'm pumping stuff, but if you look at the prices on Topps now and what I charge, which is literal pennies above, you wouldn't think I was pumping anything, but like I was like literally just excited to do Olympic stuff and find some kindred spirits. SSK, Andrew, Mrs. the Florist. Okay, I destroyed this. I was just excited to be able to do it. Oh my goodness, guys. Forgive me. This is ridiculous. Where are my scissors? Oh boy. This is what we're gonna do. You all still love me? That is base. I think the advantage for sure is being able to get the slight price break when you buy in bulk. And then also just the camaraderie, I think. All right, so next up, because I'm going in order, this was the last one to arrive, but it's our second to last card. Mr. Jack Hughes. So, Andrew, who was there, by the way, you've got 2 of them. Skeeta Street has 2 of them. Barman has 1. Judge Howell has 3. Takes Gold has 1. Sorry, Barman has 2 of them. I didn't jump in this one? Dang, I guess I didn't jump in this one. Right here. And the shipping, yes, for sure. Which is a good time to remember, reminder, this year going forward, like we did yesterday with the opening day stuff. If you're into one, nominate it. If we get enough, I'll do a 5-pack. If you still want one and I'm doing an order for something else, I'll grab the one for you and then you don't pay the shipping. Jack Hughes, everybody. So that's what we'll do going forward. There is going to be hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of now cards, so I certainly don't expect to order the majority of them, but some of them we will. I'm afraid we have base here, though. Hughes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This card, I believe, was the 3rd highest print run of any Topps Now card in any sport, period. So, not getting a parallel, even though they did produce a few more parallels when the print run hit the number. That was tough. Still looking for your Hughes cards, 10th floor? What do you mean? Like Hughes cards you already had? 10 base. Bummer. We started out so strong with those golds, but we have one more. This is the Keller Hughes combo card. Gold sweep. Here we go. Oh, and there is one spot left if anybody wants it. Andrew P., you have 2. Skeeta Street has 2. Judge Howell has 3. I have 1. Takes Gold has 1. Best nickname for the Olympics. And there's one spot left. If anybody wants it, they were $7 a spot. Oh, I got you. Yep, you ordered your own. Yeah, mine just arrived. Like, literally just arrived. So, not surprising. You should be getting yours soon. Have you gotten tracking? Keller and Hughes, higher print run as well. Not as high as the Hughes by himself, but 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bummer. Team USA completed a sweep of gold medals for the first time in Olympic history with a pair of 2-1 overtime victory over Team Canada. Oh, Canada. I appreciate you guys doing the Olympics thing with me. We did get a couple of golds. Next up will be, oh geez, stand by. All right, so there is a disadvantage to cutting them, huh? Forgive me. That's what that would look like. And I just docked myself. All right. I will wheel these as soon as I can. Frankel and Thies and Dropkin, both golds to 50. Very nice. And we got a couple of packs to stacks to open live. Tenth floor is here in the building, I believe. 2 celebrations. If anybody else wants some, it can be celebration or it could be something else I have. I've got Heritage everything on the Packs to Stacks list in the Discord. Good luck, 10th floor. Flipped around behind Wells. McKinstry on the confetti. Perfect. All stars, or stars anyway, stars of MLB. Vladdy perennial. Mrs. Met. We did get you a mascot. All right, your second pack, sir. Looking for some Phillies. Williamson, Warming Bernabel, Stevenson, Alexander, DeGrom, Karros, Ramirez, Brady House, Wilson, come on, Chapman 91, Shohei Titans, Game Day Drip, Classic, Corbin Carroll, 8-Bit Ballers, Roman Anthony. Nothing crazy, I'm afraid, but it's the way it goes, I suppose. Where are my... Here we go. And Ayla, I think he asked me to open them on the live. He didn't. So we're going to go ahead and do that. If anybody else wants some, let me know. Ayla's up next, and that's the last of what I have already slated. Bets. All tops. That's the man. Shohei Ohtani. These are base inserts. I'm sure most of you are already aware of this, but I've said this on live streams before. That's a base insert. It looks like it would not be base, though. Kyle Teal Stars. Perennial All-Stars, Polar Bear, and Swinging Friar for the Padres. I'm going to go ahead and sleeve that Ohtani as well. Looks like something that would have come out of Gold Label or Gilded or something. But it is out of a Celebration Mega. Or out of all flagship, pretty much. Bobby Witt. Let's go, Ayla. Flipped around behind Dane Myers. Confetti, C.J. Abrams. That was the Dane Myers. Tatis Titans. Game Day Drip. Okay, now he's literally wearing his on-field stuff. Cal Ripken 8-Bit Ballers. Don't include him in the set if they're not wearing something. I actually don't even like the set all that much, but I find it odd. Put that good one back there. I find it odd. All right, folks. I appreciate you. This is my last one for several weeks. Card Swap has a Panini break open right now. Affordable shiny cards. He will be breaking while I'm gone and beyond. I'm still around. I am going on vacation, but like I'll still be in the Discord and stuff. I just don't have capacity to be breaking and stuff for a little bit here. Little League season in full swing. Vacation, Easter, family birthday, all kinds of stuff. So still around. Bowman, my favorite release, one of my favorite releases coming up. Probably around the time I get back. We don't know for sure yet, but hopefully that's the case. All right. Last call for packs. Got some flagship Heritage, Cooperstown, Celebration. Anything else? Oh, 10th floor. I'm glad you brought that up. So sadly I can't. It is flattening right now. And it's not in the same place I am. And I know that's not why you brought it up. However, Huge shout out. 10th floor sent me a 1977 schedule poster for the Mariners inaugural season that he's had since 1977, I believe, or at least somewhere back then. First of all, it's awesome. Second of all, happens to be their 50th season, so that's kind of cool timing. And third of all, funny story. My buddy and my son were both convinced that it was a glitter bomb because he shipped it in a tube, like a tube that you would keep posters in. Makes total sense. They were like, "You open it really carefully." It was not a glitter bomb. It was an awesome gift, and I appreciate it. It's flattening now, and then I'm hoping to frame it. I will show it off for sure, either before or after framing it. That was amazing. I appreciate it, dude. Thank you all. I'll see you soon. Check out Card Swaps Break if you want to, and I'll see you in the Discord, and I'll be back breaking later April. Have an awesome weekend, guys. 10th floor, you're the man.